Superpowers got done with all three things: kill his arch rival, will inherit the Valentine's powers, and save the world from his rival. Now for the fourth and final thing. He was literally, like, not believing the fact that he has to do it. But he had to marry Mikasa. And he had no choice. If he wishes to inherit his Godzilla form, then marrying Mikasa is the only option. There's no other choice he had. So Survivors went with it. When he got back, he looked around for a little bit, trying to find the best jewelry store, and he found one. Wasn't as perfect as he thought it was, but it'll do. When Superfire entered to the jewelry store, the guy who owned the store welcomed him in. After getting, a warm welcome, Superfire was looking around for the best ring. Eventually, he was joined by his father. Hey, Dad. Hey, are you looking for a ring? Yeah, I'm trying to find one. And I want it to be the best ring. Not some old crappy, old school styled ring. I want to give her the best ring. I can't believe I'm marrying her this early. Well, you have no choice, son. If you want to inherit your Godzilla form, you have no other choice. Well, I'm so curious, though. What's bringing Lucas back? Kaiju most likely will definitely have a bond to someone, and that person, as long as that person is alive, that man Kaiju can just keep on coming back. So, is he bonded to Haru? Superpower's faceplant. Dad, Haru doesn't exist in this universe. Oh. Right. Well, what about his story? I've never even seen him coming anywhere near Historia. And if I did, and I would have been well aware about their connection, Lucas will have to be completely by her side so that he can protect her. And let alone, there's the fact that I have to coexist with him. Oh, right. Eventually, Mikasa winning team found the best ring. The one that Superfire was looking for. But it ended up getting picked up by another guy. Superfire couldn't help but face plant. A few hours later, Superfire gave up. Because no one he was going to propose to Mikasa. Dad, is there another way how I could propose to her? Well, there is, but she's not mankind to be able to do it. Superpowers couldn't help to scream. Can anything go right for once in my life? Sir Flowers could not feel completely angry at himself. The fact that he couldn't find the best ring for Mikasa, and the other fact that she's not made kaiju, and Sir Flowers can't propose to her in the main kaiju way, because it involves with her needing to be a main kaiju. And Sir Flowers can't just make her to become one. Godzilla 2018 side. Here, son. And Godzilla 2018 hold out a box and gave it to Super Final Wars. What's this? It's a ring from your grandparents. Grandmother and your grandfather. When they died, they asked me to give me this ring to my son, or my future son-in-law. And so, I'm gonna give this ring to you. Tell me, Seth, to keep this safe. And Godzilla 20 handed him the ring. Thanks, Dad. No problem, son. I owe you one. Nah, you don't owe me anything. Well, the only thing you do owe me is the death of frickin' Mega Bagan. I want to see him die. Sure thing, Dad. Sure thing. Sir Flowers took off instantly, aimed towards Mikasa. He didn't want to do it with such a large crowd. So, he might know one spot in particular where he can propose to Mikasa. Her own house. Eventually, Sir Flowers came to pick her up. She was at first having a conversation with Jean, but it quickly ended. Mikasa, can you come with me for a moment? Sir Flowers took her hand. Sure thing. What's going on? Nothing, just come with me real quick. Godzilla 2018 had erased Mikasa's mind about her hearing the fact that Sir Flowers needs to propose to her to be able to unlock his Godzilla form. When they arrive at her house, Sir Flowers let go of her hand. He couldn't help to sigh. He was actually going to do it. He was going to propose to Mikasa. This early, too. They just started dating. Just around a few days ago. No, a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Mikasa, yes, your final words? What is it? Did you kill David? Did you kill Lucas and inherit the Fighting Titan's powers? I did. But there's one more thing I need to do to inherit my Mega Godzilla powers and my form itself. What is it? So final word swallowed. He got down on one knee and presented the ring to Mikasa. Mikasa, will you marry me? Be the queen of the main monsters and rule by my side? That's the last thing I need to do. Mikasa's eyes were widened. She was at a tough situation because her and Survivors were only dating for around 3 or 4 weeks. And already he's proposing to her? She understands that's what he has to do to be able to unlock his Mega Godzilla form, but this early? Like, why not like a month or two? Part of her wanted to say yes, but another part of her wanted to say no. And both sides were fighting her. One side wants to say yes, and the other one wants to say no. Mikasa was at a tough situation. If she says no, then Survivors will probably hate her. Or probably stop talking to her. Or worse, he'll probably end up dumping her. But if she says yes, he would be able to get the power that he needed to save the world. For Bagan. Survivors could see the concern in her eyes. Survivors closed his eyes. He then let go of her hand. Super Final Wars? He then stood up and then just said, "It's okay, take your time. I'll be waiting. This don't take too long, though." Sir Flowers walked away, putting the ring in his pocket. Mikasa just stared as he just walked away. Part of her felt really bad. She didn't give him a proper answer. She felt really bad. She didn't give him a proper answer. She decided to head to her room while Sir Farms went outside. She then punched herself in the face. Stupid! Just stupid! You didn't give him a proper answer.